Is there a delay on everyone? Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Great, beautiful, blessed Monday. It's Monday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, is it March? How did, where did the rest of the months go? How did it turn into March? But happy, beautiful, blessed March 2026, year of our Lord. Please let me know that you see me. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I should be on Facebook. I should be on Instagram. I should be. Aloha from Arizona. What up, Lupus Warriors? Hello, Moana. Yes, I should be on YouTube. I'm on Tickety Tockety today. Hi. Hi guys, I missed you. So I haven't had a solo pod in a hot minute, okay? Not because I don't love y'all, but because the guests can come when they can come, and I'm blessed. I'm always happy. Oh, if you don't know who I am, and you're just like, who is this girl talking? I am Tenille, and I guide people through reclaiming their identity and designing a full life after diagnosis or major life disruption. What I do is I help my lupus warriors, I help my chronic illness warriors make their lives amazing, and that is what we do here. So if you are ready to do that with me for a few minutes, holler at a player. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, all the things. Let me know that you see me, that you hear me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, today's topic, we hi. Today's topic is breaking generational survival mode. So there's so much going on in the world right now, and I don't want to bring you guys down because I know, like, as a chronic illness human, as a loopy, as a survivor, as a thriver, we got enough going on. You don't need to turn on the news. You don't need to like absorb anyone else's stuff. But we got enough going on. So, hi guys, Instagram. Are you with me? Am I live on Instagram? Please and thank you. Okay, cool. Let me know. Holler at a player. Thank you. So, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of YouTube. Hi, hi, hi. So, for the 42nd time, I want to talk about the generational surviving that we have done. So, I missed doing something special or exciting for Black History Month. I thought about it a lot because I am Black history. You are Black history. If you are on the right side of history right now, you are making history, right? Like, it's all different depending on where you come from. I'm first generation American. And I am a blackity black woman, and that's wonderful and amazing. There does come some, extra baggage that comes with that. So my grandmother, she's got dementia. I was watching her solo yesterday, and I think sometimes about the hard work that you put in to get here and the dreams that she had before she got sick and the things that she never got to do that she always wanted to do. She would talk a lot about taking all her grandkids on vacation, taking all her grandkids on a tour of the world because she never got to see a lot of the world. And that is something that she never got to accomplish because disease got her. She has Alzheimer's dementia and does not remember a lot of things, but she does, have lucid moments. And in those lucid moments, I know that she does think about and talk about her dreams and aspirations that she had. So my goal in having these podcasts and these guests and these classes and then things of that nature is to have my people be able to accomplish those dreams and goals that they have without having to get to the end of their lives, or not even the end of their lives, laying in a hospital bed. When I was laying in a hospital bed in Bronx, New York, unable to lift my own head, unable to, speak to my family members, I was thinking about everything that I hadn't accomplished up until then, and I was in my early mid 20s. So I can only imagine that getting older and not have accomplishing your dreams, and then realizing that you didn't even try because somebody handed you a diagnosis or because something crazy happened in your life would be devastating. Okay. So if that's you, if you are still with hopes and dreams and you have no idea how you're going to accomplish them, uh, you in the right place, baby. You in the right place because that's what we talk about here. Live from Florida. Hey, Natty. Hey, Sonia. Thanks for being here, guys. From Strong Island. All right. So, I wanted to talk about the unspoken strength of, you know, chronically ill people, specifically my people of color. We have a lot going on. I was watching like TikTok or something last night, and it was talking about the unspoken rage of chronic illness, and that's so real and it's so true that like there is a lot of pressure to look like everything's going all right, even when it's not. Pressure to fit into a mold of, the anti-sick look or like, you know, mask because you don't want to be complaining all the time. And that is so many people for so many things. I'm neurospicy. I know that like I don't ever want to be off-putting to people, but sometimes you have the opportunity to give yourself grace because that is not completely, you're not failing because you're being yourself. You're not failing because you are allowing emotion to show or pain to show or whatever. Like that is a burden that you're carrying all the time, right? So there's going to be cracks in the armor, and that's okay. And that's why it's really important to have community that you don't need to mask around, that you can learn to say what is true without falling apart and, being a sobbing mess all over the place. You can walk into a place that is people that are going through the same type of thing that you're going through and not have a cry fest, but have this is what I'm going through today. How would you get through this? This is what I feel like today. How would you get through this? Do you have advice for me? What did you do when you were in that situation? Have you ever heard of this? That kind of community is a building, a grounding, a comforting community. And community will always outpower your own single solitary willpower. That is just what it is. And finding those spaces, those little pockets in this big world full of their own problems, their own things that they're going through is so important. And I don't know if you know this, but everything that you do that is the opposite of what somebody has presumed a sick person would do, or any chronic illness person would do, or somebody who's going through, they think what they think already. And for you to walk in and be a joyful person, to be a knowledgeable person, to be a person who is, in touch with what they're going through without being consumed by it, is a form of rebellion. Your joy, rebellion. Your very critical thinking in painful situations, rebellion. For you to show up and show out in a way that people don't expect is a rebellion. And I don't know about you, but I am a rebel through and through. Most of the things I've done in life, honestly, if I think about it, it is to spite someone. Thank you. Hi, I'm glad you see me on Facebook. Welcome in. Hello, Oklahoma. Are you safe out there? I don't know, because your weather scares me every time. Hi guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and let me know what the weather is, because it's supposed to be spring now. Most people are just dying from allergies. So sorry guys. I see you out there. You're okay. Hey, Tickety Tockety, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I really did think about the rebellion it is to exist as a chronically ill person and not be depressed. Suicide is one of the top things that take out chronic illness people, like as a whole, right? So I'm diagnosed with plenty of things, depression and lupus and pulmonary hypertension, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because lupus has a lot of cousins that come along with it, okay? And a lot of those things have really high suicide rates. So the fact that I'm still alive is rebellion. The fact that I show up and smile is a rebellion, okay? I'm not carrying the curses that people try to put on me. So the generational curses that I'm talking about are not just, you know, money things, or I'm talking about like diseases that have been passed down and passed down and passed down. And it's not always the disease itself, it's the lifestyle. People say like, oh, this is in your bloodline, da da da. What it is you've been raised the same way your mother was raised, the way your grandmother was raised, the way your great grandmother was raised, right? So you're eating the same things, you have the same physical habits, except for there's so much convenience now. So it's worse than it was when you were growing up, or your parents were growing up, or your grandparents were growing up, right? So those are things that we don't have to carry. You can break the generational curse today. You can learn the things that are going to take you to the places that your great, 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 great grands could only dream of. I'm not talking about with the just because you have a phone in your hand that does things. I'm not talking about AI. I'm talking about the way that you think can be changed by the way that you operate in your life. If you have signed up for my masterclass, that is a step in the direction to break the generational survival mode. Just because uncle and grandma and grandpa had high blood pressure and died from a stroke from high blood pressure does not mean that that's what you have to do. I was talking to a friend yesterday about the destination, right? And what we came up with was really, you're doing all the things that you're doing to safely get to the final destination, which is the end, right? When you're going to heaven, that's it. That's the final destination. The journey is the real destination. That is the only way, that is the only proof that you have, right? Write everything down, track everything. It all matters. The journey to the end, the final destination is the important thing, right? So yes, dissolve the chains. Dissolve the chains. You don't need to. You don't need to hold on to those burdens that you don't have to pick up where they left off if it's not where you want to be. If your family history is of illness, you do not have to continue with that illness mentally, spiritually. Building blocks. You can just knock that down and start from scratch. And just starting from scratch feel comfortable? Absolutely not. No. And that's fine. It's very strange to me that people understand that they're going to grow up and have to buy new shoes and new clothes because they're growing. You don't wear a 3T anymore, right? So why is it that you expect to grow up and wear the same mental change, the same thought process, the same exact thing that you learned when you were in the 4th grade? This is how it is. Money doesn't grow on trees. All you need, an apple a day keeps the whatever. This is a new world that we're living in every single way. Every single way. You should be able to tell by the way the politics are, okay? Listen, my masterclass is how to pull yourself up by the bootstraps when you're wearing hospital socks, okay? And it's the Big Sister's Guide to designing your life, your comeback, and creating a life that you love. And that's what I'm here for, okay? We are not going to be stopped because we are sick. We are not waiting to feel better. It might never happen, babes. It might never happen. And you still deserve to have a good life. You still deserve to accomplish those goals. You deserve to travel the world. You deserve to make the money that you want to make. You deserve to start that business. You deserve to have that relationship. It's not something we're waiting for anymore. It might be 477.6 years until they find a cure for lupus. I don't care. I want that cure. I'm not waiting for that cure. There are so many things to accomplish in the meantime. And I'm building on an empire, okay? Not generational curses, generational blessings that have been poured over me, prayers that have been prayed by my great-great-grandparents, okay? This is not, I'm not willing to wait, and neither should you, okay? Neither should you, because you deserve the life you desire. Thank you, Bren, the warrior mom. She's correct. That is exactly what it is. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Just because they tell you to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you're wearing hospital socks does not mean that there's anything that you can't do. You better lace up those hospital socks, girl. We're going. We're doing it, okay? And I'm so excited for you. Let me see. What else do I have to tell you? Okay, things. Current events that are happening. So, I'm also going to be a speaker at the, is it popping up? There it is. At the Purple Rain Wonderland Gala. It is Alice in Wonderland themed. I'll be a keynote speaker. There will be a few of my other friends that will be speaking. Some people who've been on my podcast that will be speaking. There's some awards. Last year I won an award from them. And this is actually a picture of the night that I won the award. So please get your tickets. I have a discount code if you need. It is in Atlanta, Georgia. It's on the 28th of this month. So we are right up on it. And my masterclass is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. So if you have not signed up yet, there is still time. It is again called How to Pull Yourself Up Out of the Bootstraps When You Are Wearing Hospital Socks Masterclass. It is a big sister's guide to designing your comeback and creating a life that you absolutely love. I would love to see your beautiful faces there. We actually have quite a few people who have signed up already, and I am excited. I'm like, everything feels so aligned right now. It feels like the exact people who are supposed to be there are going to be in that room, and the lives that are going to be impacted are already starting to get there, right? Like, I love having these one-on-one conversations with you. I love when we get to have a break from a guest and just have a heart-to-heart. I love to read your comments. Like, it is time to start your next generation's, wealth and health journey and your win time. Like, it is just time. Like, I understand that we're all raised a certain way and we think like this is the cards that we're dealt. Shuffle those, babe. Shuffle those, okay? Standing on the shoulders of greatness. Exactly. Like, I come from great stock. I come from great stock. I'm not going to lie. My parents immigrated here and made great things of themselves. And I expect to top it. I'm living in expectation of great things. And that is just how we should all have our mindset. We should all be preparing ourselves for being amazing beyond our parents' dreams, beyond our grandparents' dreams. There's an idea shouldn't just die an idea. Do not go to your grave without accomplishing your great dreams. You don't have to. You do not have to. So I would love to assist you in that. Let me read some comments. Amen to that. And that's one thing the doctor asks you is your family history. The second thing is they ask you is your religious beliefs. Wonderful look at you spreading your wings even more. I'm glad you just being you and allow God to use you, mightily. Amen. Amen. That is a prayer. I definitely want to make sure that it's not me, it's God's will be done. And I will forever be a God girl. I will forever, you know, talk about my beliefs. I'm not dissing anyone else's beliefs. I love you. I love you. Whatever it is that you believe. I am just a God girl and I will always be a God girl. Oh, speaking of my new hat that I won on Wednesday at Vegan and Friends, if you have not been to Vegan and Friends, what are you doing? I should do a flyer for them. Yeah, God, goals, and grind. I on my stories I posted, I posted all of her information. The young lady who makes these hats, she has a lot of great designs. And the Vegan and Friends event, they are outstanding. I love them so much. Um, Gray and Nikki is the couple that they host all of these things, and they are immaculate. Like I love them. I trust and believe in everything they're doing almost all of the time. Okay. Like they have a pancake business every weekend. They the V-Hop, Vegan House of Pancakes. Take yourself there. They have Vegan and Friends every Wednesday. Take yourself there. It is not only for vegans. I've taken many omnivore there. So make sure you find yourself there. But before I end this, I just want to make sure you guys see these flyers again. Thank you so much. These flyers are adorable, huh? Yes, shuffle them cards. Thank you so much. Okay, so masterclass, sign up. If you don't have the link, it's in my bios everywhere. But if you need it, please holler at a player. I will send it to you, okay? If you are ready to break out of generational survival mode, I am here to help guide you there, okay? This is not a drill. This is not a drill. You can get out of the survival mode that you were taught to be in, okay? It doesn't have to be straight up hustle, and kill yourself slowly. We can live in flow and we can accomplish our dreams the way that we accomplish our dreams. As a chronically ill person, as a person with life challenges, we can get through them and still accomplish whatever we intended to accomplish in the first place. Change your shoes, change your 3T top, let's grow into the young women and men we're meant to be. And later this month, on the 28th, let's all migrate to Atlanta, Georgia for the Purple Rain in Wonderland Gala, where we'll be showing up and showing out. It is, a fancy schmancy occasion. So get your Wonderland themed outfits on and show up. So I really hope and pray that I get to see you tomorrow night at the masterclass. I've really been pouring my heart into this, guys. This is not something I'm doing for myself. This is something that I want to share as much free content as I possibly can, because I understand how hard it is out there. And there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of do this, do that, do this, do that. And you get to sift through it and find the things that work the very best for you. If it's not even my content, I'm praying that you find the content that works the best for you. But to see if my content will work for you, make sure you make it to my masterclass, How to Pull Yourself Up by the Bootstraps when you're wearing hospital socks, a big sister's guide to designing your comeback and creating a life that you love, okay? Yes, I will see you later. Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for jumping on. I'm about to wrap it on up, but have a glorious day, guys. Ooh, lots of comments here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love my cap too. I tried the vegan pancakes at a restaurant. It was pretty good. Good. I'm very proud of you. I know that you did Veganuary in January with me one year. So I'm glad. Let me know too. I've been hearing that you want some recipes and some, vegan content. Let me know what it is that you want. You want what I eat in the days. What is it you want? Because I'm more than happy to help. And I have a really insanely amazing guest for next week. A marathon runner who's 67 ? And he will have run a marathon the day before we see him next week. And he's a raw vegan. That's crazy, right? It's crazy. All right. So thank you, Tony. Yes, I hope you can watch the full replay. I love you guys. Have a glorious day. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you are signed up for this masterclass. It is not a game. We got a lot to work on, guys. It is almost the end of the first quarter of the year. How is it almost 2026 is a chugging away. Don't miss it. Don't wait. Sign up today and have a glorious rest of your day, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I love you so much. Stay happily healed. Bye.